Hello and welcome to another update video about BNB. So for me, BNB is still a little bit of a, a nice place to be here in the mess. It looks really like a good, like a bright spot basically in the crypto market at the moment. We talked before about this potentially being a wave 4. This is still possible. Nothing has been invalidated. What has changed on this chart compared to the previous video is I have taken a subwave out. I think we had before here a 1-2, 1-2, and then the 3-4. This is not possible anymore as there was a cut here between, this was before another 1-2 setup, 1-2, and now the wave 4 came just down a little bit too far. So I've taken that out. Not a problem. This is still all possible as a 1-2-3-4 pattern. Still better actually than the one before. Makes it always cleaner if you get rid of a 1-2 setup. Overall, let's take a look at these Fibonacci extensions. If they work out, we had the wave 1 go down to the wave 2, and you can see we have moved up to the 1.618 extension here. That is always what we want to see in a wave 3 as a minimum. Normally the wave 3 unfolds between the 1.618 extension and the 200% extension, and we're perfectly in there. We also previously identified this key resistance level of the wave A, which was from the 24th of May. This is also where we got rejected here. Very important, I had a few questions about what did I get a question about? Oh yes, about this wave 2. Wouldn't normally, the question was, if you have a wave 2 here, the first 1-2 setup that you see on the chart, if we say, all right, this was the wave 1, you came down in wave A, moved up in a B, down in a C, they said, wouldn't a wave C be required to go below the wave A? Well, there's a few possibilities here. In this scenario actually, and this is, there's a few possibilities here. So in this particular scenario, no, absolutely not, because it is a so-called running flat pattern. You can find it on Google, running flat. The wave B moved above the wave 1. Yeah, so this is a running, if you see a wave B overshooting the previous wave 1, it could either become a running flat, a regular flat, or an expanded flat. No, it can't become a regular flat anymore. If it is overshooting wave 1, it is either an expanded flat or a running flat. A running flat just means that you don't go below the wave A. It is a rare pattern, but it happens. And an expanded flat would simply mean that we go below the wave A. Yeah. So this is just simply what it is. There are a few patterns, few corrective patterns. The most frequent one, if we look at flats, then you have a regular flat is of course the most frequent one. Then you have the expanded flat, and then the running flat, which is quite rare. If in this case you see the wave B not go as high, maybe only, because if we take a look at these retracement levels here from the wave A, if you see the wave B retrace between, let's say, the 78.6% fib level and the 100% level, and even overshooting it, then it is normally a flat pattern. You also get a so-called zigzag pattern. A zigzag, and I won't teach you now about all the details, but in a zigzag, the wave B does not retrace that much. It normally retraces here 38.2, 50%, 61.8. And even in a zigzag, let's say the wave B had ended here, then also in a zigzag, the wave C does not need to go below the wave A. Normally it does in a zigzag, most likely it will. If it doesn't, that's possible. It would then be a truncated zigzag. They do happen when the price action afterwards sees, basically you see a strong upside move. That is then a so-called truncated zigzag. So if that made any sense. Now looking at this, for now we could expect that the wave 4 might have seen the low here, and we're already moving up and subdividing in a wave 5 to the upside. At the moment we only have 3 waves. This is not an impulse yet, but if we can see one more push to the upside, then it would be a first impulse here, and that would be quite positive and would indicate that indeed we are unfolding here in a wave 5 to the upside. Target range roughly calculated here between 364 to $403 roughly. Yeah? This is what I would expect here, ideally to happen if, but only if, this level is now holding at 276 US dollars. You can see we found nice support on this moving average. This is the 50-day moving average, and however, this could unfold as a head and shoulders pattern. It doesn't need to, but it could. There would be a textbook head and shoulders. So if this is only a corrective move up, and at the moment it is, we need one more move to the upside. So we need one more move above this high at $304. Yeah. If we don't see that high and go below the $276 level, yeah, then we have a problem here. Then we could still count it as a 1-2, 1-2 setup. And then in that scenario, the price should definitely not go below $216. But that also means if you go below 276, that's a key level, because first of all, we would probably retest the previous swing low at $239. And then most likely we'll also get down to that $216, $217 level. And if we don't make a higher high here, and also eventually don't get above the wave 3 high, then all of this probably has to be counted as corrective, and that indicates then that we would make here a lower low to the downside. So at the moment, keeping the options open here is important. I gave you the key levels to watch out for here, and yeah, that's my update about BNB. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And yeah, if you like the content, then check out the channel membership, and also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and for both you can find the links in the video description. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.